Welcome to NFL Prods. Today we will be covering Aaron Rodgers rumors with the Jets, and this is our headline. And later on, we will be covering the best NFL free agent signings. I'm just about football, and I'm here with
Jeff Frank. Um, the thing on Aaron Rodgers right now at this moment, the saga keeps on dealing. Green Bay wants two number ones. They want this year's and next year's, but the Jets aren't going to give them that. Especially they're getting a $58 million salary cap. It should be good for the Packers to even have that. I think the best deal that the Packers can get is next year's first conditional round, which will be based on if Aaron Rodgers goes to the Super Bowl with the Jets, or maybe unconditional, maybe third or fourth round at the best. But they are not getting two first rounds. But there is no doubt that Aaron Rodgers is going to be a New York Jet. It's just a matter of time.
Yep, they're just talking about the deal, and they're just talking about the deal right now. And I don't think Aaron Rodgers is going to take them to a Super Bowl, but he could help the team make it to the playoffs. What do you think about that?
Probably will, but what I'm saying is there's no way they're going to get a two first round picks, especially when they have to carry that big salary with them, because that's going to mess with the cap. And then the Jets can't sign players they need. They need an offensive line to protect Aaron Rodgers to be able to make the Jets better. To me, if I was the Packers, I'd be glad I'm getting that off my salary, that $58 million, and I also be able to get more players for what it costs to have Aaron Rodgers and use Jordan Love to the best he can.
Yeah, the Packers have Jordan Love is a good quarterback. He's a good quarterback, I think.
Well,
and
we won't know till he plays at least 8 games in the next season.
And we also have some rumors about OBJ. Some people are saying that he might be the Juju Smith-Schuster replacement for the Chiefs. They're saying, I wonder how the Chiefs have all this money every year, but they might sign OBJ to a 1-year deal because they need to replace Juju Smith-Schuster with someone. What do you think?
OBJ, we don't know what that knee injury he had in the Super Bowl a couple of years ago, so who knows?
Welcome back to NFL Prods. We were formerly known as Football Daily 19. Here we cover anything football, and this is Just Jay. And today we are covering our football Super Bowl predictions. Way too early predictions. And I'm Just Jay, and this is
Just Frank. Frank about football.
So let us know what you guys think in the comments. Who you think's gonna win Super Bowl 58? But who do you think's gonna win, Frank?
Overall, I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna say the Cincinnati Bengals.
So I'm gonna say it's gonna be the San Francisco 49ers. What do you think about that, Frank?
Oh, it's right now it's a crapshoot. Whoever wins it, right at this point, because we're still lacking. We're probably going to do another 2 videos on prediction who's going to win the Super Bowl. We're gonna do one after the draft, and we're going to do one when the schedule comes out.
Yeah,
and then we might make a preseason prediction after the preseason games are over.
Yeah.
So it'll probably be this is part 1 of part 4 series on who's going to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah. But I don't see I don't know if the Bengals can really make it, because they're going to have to go up against Buffalo, and that's a really strong team. Buffalo is. The Chiefs, some people may say the Chiefs, but they're really getting rid of a lot of good players, but it's still possible.
As long as you have Andy Reid, it's a wild card with
Yeah.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Andy
but,
Reid is one of the best coaches. The Eagles should have never gotten rid of him.
Yeah. Second best coach to Bill Belichick.
Yeah.
Even I can't stand New England, but he's still one of the greatest coaches of all time. He's right up there with the Shula, Vince Lombardi, you name great coaches of the past.
Yeah. And now we are going to be reading you guys the stats on sportsbetting.com. We're going to read you their predictions, but this is just theirs, not ours, but let us know if you think it's any good. First, they have the Chiefs going back to back. Second, they have the Buffalo Bills, and third they have the 49ers, and fourth they have the Eagles, and fifth, they have the Cincinnati Bengals, and seventh they have the Dallas Cowboys, and eighth they have the New York Jets. I don't know about that. And then ninth they have the Chargers, and then 10th they have the Ravens. I don't know about these. These are not looking too accurate.
Well, we can put our prediction of where they should see where we think we could change it on the odds here.
Yeah.
Well, let's say I probably let's see. I put Miami
Over the Ravens.
yeah, maybe even over the Jets.
Over the Chargers, definitely. Maybe over the no. Cowboys, they do have a pretty good team this year. They are building a pretty good team.
Yeah. Got rid of Elliott. I don't know. Like they say right now, nowadays running backs aren't the modern football. They used to be like the major thing that you always had to have a great running back next to a quarterback. But because of the spread and all kinds of offense now, that's the way it is. Running
Yep.
backs are they don't have it's by committee. It's not the cowbell for
Yeah. But now we are going to be doing our predictions on each division. We're in the NFC and AFC. We're going to do our predictions on who's going to be first in each division. So, in the AFC East, I have the Buffalo I have Buffalo being first, Miami second, and New York Jets third, and the New England Patriots fourth in their division. What do you think, Frank?
this year. I would say Buffalo. I say New England's going to jump past Miami, and the Jets third, Miami last.
And now I think that the AFC North, I'm going to do my predictions on them. I'm thinking Cincinnati first. Baltimore. Well, this all depends on if Lamar Jackson goes, but Baltimore second because Lamar Jackson is all they have. But if he gets traded away, I think Pittsburgh might go second. But if not, Baltimore, and then I'll have Pittsburgh, and then I'll have Cleveland. What do you think, Frank?
Cincinnati first. I would have Pittsburgh second with Pickett is going to second year as he's not going to be a rookie next year. So Pickett will be a second. Baltimore will fall to third with the controversy, and Cleveland last.
Yeah. And for the AFC South, I have the Jacksonville Jaguars going first. I have the Titans going second, and I have the Texans going third, and Indianapolis going last.
I stick with what you said.
Okay. And for the AFC West, I have the Chiefs first, the Chargers, I have them second. And third, I have the Denver Broncos, and last, I have the Las Vegas Raiders.
Let's go really crazy. Kansas City first, the Denver Broncos second, Vegas third, LA Chargers fall in last this time.
Wow, what a prediction there, Frank. Why did you go with that prediction, Frank?
I think Peyton's going to do a great turnaround, and I think the Vegas is going to be better than we think with Garoppolo being quarterback.
Yeah. Okay, now we have the NFC East that we're going to be talking about. I have the Dallas Cowboys first, the Philadelphia Eagles second, the Giants third, and the Washington Commanders last. What do you think, Frank?
Well, I'm going to go with Philly first, and I'm going to stay with Dallas second. What I think there's going to be an upset. Washington's going to put New York Giants in last.
Well, if they get Lamar Jackson, that will be true. That will be super likely to happen, Frank.
I just think there's going to be a lot of changes, but I just think the changes will be enough. They have such a good coach with Rivera.
Yeah. And for the NFC North, I have Minnesota first, Detroit second, and I have the Chicago Bears third, and last I have the Green Bay Packers.
I'd go the same way on that one. That Chicago's going to be vastly improved with all the free agents.
Yes. And for the NFC South, probably the most boring division in all of football, I have the Carolina Panthers going first, and second I have the Atlanta Falcons, and third I have New Orleans, and Buccaneers are last. What do you think, Frank?
I don't know. Let me see. I think let's go with a unexpected New Orleans first place,
Hmm.
Tampa second, Carolina third, Atlanta taking up last again.
Hmm. And for the NFC West, I have the 49ers first. That's obvious. And I have the Seahawks second. And I have the Cardinals going third and the Rams last. What do you think, Frank?
Yeah, there's a steady coach, so we'll stay with 49ers in first place. Um, I think Arizona's going to surprise us. They're going to take second, Seattle third, LA Rams are taking up the rear.
Okay. And now we are going to be talking about the playoff predictions for next year if these teams go to the playoffs. Okay, now we are going to be talking about the playoffs
Playoff?
for the AFC. I have in the AFC first seed, I have the this is a hard one, but I have Buffalo in the first seed.
And I
Who do
have
you
this-
have in the first seed, Frank?
I have Cincinnati Bengals.
Hmm.
Go.
And in my second seed, I have the Bengals. Who do you have in your second seed, Frank?
Bills.
Hmm.
Go Buffalo.
And in my third seed, I have Kansas City Chiefs. What do you have, Frank?
Kansas City too.
And for my fourth seed, I have the Jacksonville Jaguars. Who do you have, Frank?
I believe Jacksonville will win that fourth division. So yeah, Jacksonville.
And I have Miami Dolphins going fifth.
I picked the Denver Broncos to be number 5.
That's no way that's happening. The Donkeys, really?
Yeah,
And for sixth, I have LA Chargers. Who do you have, Frank?
I have the Las Vegas Traders.
You mean Raiders.
Traders.
Let us know what you guys think in the comments. And for my seventh seed, I have the Denver Donkeys. Who do you have, Frank?
7th seed. Pittsburgh Steelers out of the Steel City.
Okay, for the NFC first seed, I have the 49ers. Who do you have, Frank?
Eagles.
And for the second seed in the NFC, I have the Cowboys. Who do you have, Frank?
49ers.
And for the third seed, I have the Vikings. Who do you have, Frank?
We agree on that one. Minnesota.
Okay, and for the fourth seed, I have the Panthers. Who do you have, Frank?
New Orleans Saints.
And for the fifth seed, I have the Eagles. Who do you have, Frank?
The Cowboys.
And for the sixth seed, I have the Lions. Who do you have, Frank?
The Commanders of Washington.
Okay. And for our seventh seed, I have the Giants. Who do you have, Frank?
Detroit Lions.
Okay. And I have the 49ers going against the Lions, and I have the 49ers winning that one. Who do you have, Frank?
I have number 5 seed against the Eagles in the divisional round. In the other divisional round, I have the Minnesota Vikings playing the 49ers.
Okay, and in my other divisional round, I have the Cowboys going against the Eagles, and I have the Eagles winning that one. And that would leave the NFC Championship to the Eagles and the 49ers, a rematch again. Who do you have, Frank?
I have the Eagles winning, and they advance to the NFC Championship. And I have Minnesota advancing to the NFC Championship.
And who do you have winning that one?
Minnesota to the Super Bowl and over 50 years ago.
And now we're going to talk about our
Not
AFC
quite that
divisional
long ago.
playoffs. And I have the Bills going against the fifth seed Miami. I have the Bills winning that one, advancing to the NFC Championship. Who do you have?
I have the Bengals number 1 playing KC. Where are they? Bengals win. And then in the other half, Bills versus Broncos. Bills advance and they win.
They're in the AFC Championship.
Yep, and the Bills against the Bengals, and the AFC champ is the Buffalo Bills.
Okay, and I have in my other one for the divisional round, I have KC going against the Bengals, and I have the Bengals winning that one because they're going to be really mad that they lost because of the refs last year. Well, not last year, but last season. But I have AFC and the championship. I have the Bills winning that one. And I have the 49ers and Bills at the Super Bowl. And I have the 49ers winning it all. Who do you have, Frank?
I have the AFC Bills beat the Minnesota Vikings in a close one. The Buffalo Bills are Super Bowl champs for once.
And that will be all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed watching that video. And if you want to see more like that, subscribe and let us know in the comments how we can improve in our videos. And this is just Jay signing off. And
Just Frank about football.